Hey everybody, it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, July 1st, 2020, and this is your weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I buy some comic books. There's some for me, there's some for my boys, there's some for my daughter, and I always pick them up at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comics, check out the comic shop. While you're over there, check out the toy department. All right, let's jump in. There was very few new books today, so when you go to the comic shop, if you're going to the comic shop after you watch this, be prepared for no Marvels and no DCs. There's just independents today. So there's Image, IDW, and all the other independent companies. But there were no new Marvel or DC books. I think this is DC's skip week as they move on to the new distributors, where they've turned their backs on Diamond. And I don't know why Marvel skipped this week. Marvel's, I guess they're still getting back on track during this COVID stuff. But yeah, no new Marvel or DC. There were two new independent books for us, though. As you can see, the first one here is Ghostbusters, Year 1, issue number 4. This is the final issue of the series. This is Year 1 tales of the 4 different Ghostbusters. And so this issue focuses in on Egon. And this is brought to you by the same creative team that's brought you a ton of great Ghostbusters stuff, Eric Burnham and Danny Schoening. So this time around, we have a Year 1 tale of Egon. I'm not going to show you too much because I don't want to ruin anything, but apparently Slimer's involved. So, these are so good. We love Ghostbusters from IDW. It's such a great book. It's got the feel of the movies, it's got the feel of the cartoons, it's got all of the feels. So I've got two different covers here. I got 2 of this one, where it's just the single character shot in different ways. And then we've got the connecting cover here, which is what I've been picking up. So all 4 of these will connect together to form this messy desk, which is shown on the inside of the front cover, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So all 4 together form that messy desk. Yeah. All right. And then the other new book, the other new regular size comic, is the Goon, issue number 11. And as you can tell by these names down here, we're going to be disappointed when we open it up. This is $3.99. Oh, by the way, Ghostbusters Year 1 is also $3.99. Because, looky there. Still no Eric Powell. What is going on? Is the Goon just not Eric Powell anymore? He's just, like, giving it up to other creators and letting them handle it? I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, I like the art. I don't know how much of the writing matches his vibe. Then again, like I've said in videos before, Mike Mignola really doesn't do that much with Hellboy anymore. It's mostly other people that handle Hellboy. So, I guess he's just kind of following the same route. But really, what all is Eric Powell doing that he can't do the Goon? Come on, man. People want you on the Goon. Then we got a new trade today, X-Men Milestones Messiah War. And this is the one where a new mutant is born. That's Hope Summers, I think. I think that's Messiah War, if I'm not mistaken. Let's read the back. Months ago, Cyclops gave Cable custody of the first mutant born since M-Day. I guess this is after she's born. And Cable takes her in the future. He becomes trapped there. Yeah. So, I don't know. Milestones are starting to catch up on current day comics. So I have a feeling we're going to stop seeing Milestones pretty soon. But this collects X-Force, Cable, Messiah War, Cable 13 through 15, X-Force 14 through 16, and X-Men Future History, the Messiah War source book, and retails at $24.99. Let's take a look through this guy. Well, I kind of like this art. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I don't know if I've ever read this. I think maybe I have an old trade of this, but I don't think I ever read it. Man, some of this art is really great. This looks like maybe Clayton Crane. Is that who that is? Okay, yeah, well, all right. I'll read it. I've got all the Milestones so far. Milestones, in case you didn't know, are where they're doing these new trade paperbacks that are like the milestones of X-Men stories. And they're going through, you know, all the different stories over the years. And now we've gotten up to this time period. So there's that. And then the rest is back issues. So I grabbed Gracie a back issue. I got her Rugrats number 4. She likes Rugrats. I may have even gotten this one for her before, but I saw it sitting there, and I was like, you know what? She's watched Rugrats recently. She'd probably like a Rugrats comic. And now these were published by Kaboom, and they are $3.99. I don't think they're still doing them. I think Rugrats is over. And the creative team on this, in case you're curious, was Prana something and Jorge Monlongo. Sorry about the little jump there. My battery's dying on my phone. Okay, as I've said before, I'm trying to get Keaton all of the Age of Apocalypse stuff that I can. And so we've finished off Weapon X. We finished off Gambit and the Externals. Next up is Amazing X-Men. This is issue 1. And back then it retailed at $1.95. I think it was just like $3 in the back issue bins. And so I think this replaced Adjectiveless X-Men, if I remember right. Amazing X-Men did, because I thought Andy Kubert was on that book. And so the creative team carried forward. So we've got, Banshee and Dazzler and Quicksilver and Storm and Iceman. And Andy Kubert doing the art. And I think all 4 of these are at the comic shop. So we should be able to finish off this one too. At some point I'm going to hit a book where we don't have all of them there. And I won't be able to keep them going. But for now, we're doing okay. And then lastly, I picked up a couple more X-Men back issues. You know what? I told myself I'm only going to do from Giant Size X-Men up, 1975 and up. There's no reason to go back and get the Silver Age stuff, because for one thing, I'm not a humongous fan of the Silver Age stuff. It's not the easiest thing to read. Yes, it created everything. The Jack Kirby art's amazing on the early issues. The Neil Adams art's amazing. But I've never really wanted to go back and reread it again and again. Whereas, from the Claremont run, I've always wanted to go back and reread it again and again. But if I can come across the issues from 94 and below, and they're not that expensive, I'm going to pick them up when I see them. But I'm not going to go out of my way to complete this run. It's going to be one of those deals where if it's there and the issue's cheap, maybe it's beat up, whatever, I'll grab ones when I can. I know X-Men 1 is going to be impossible. So right now, right off the bat, I'm never going to say I have to complete this run. It's going to be grab stuff when I can. So these 2 were there, and they weren't that expensive. We got $8 and $10. And this is from the reprint era. So 82, I think, reprints 34 maybe? And this is maybe 37? I can't remember for sure. So we've got Tyrannus Strikes, War in the World of Darkness, and the X-Men on Trial for Treason against Homo Superior. And we've got Master of Factor 3. Yeah, so I grabbed them. They weren't that expensive. All right, so like I said, not much new this week, what with Marvel and DC deciding to take the day off. We did get a couple of new indies, a new trade paperback, a couple of new back issues. What did you pick up this week, if you even went? I mean, you should always go and support your local comic shop. It's not their fault that nobody sent anything this week. Go back there and get some back issues and talk to your LCS workers and that kind of stuff. Yeah, stay healthy. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify. Subscribe, notify, whatever. You know the drill. And I'll see you guys next time around.